na daima dawamu, uwakinge kwa bala beluwa, na wawe salama salimini. Tumwegaira Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala nga tumwebaza okututuusa ku mwezi gwaffe guno gwa Ramadhani. Tumusaba Allah atusobozese okugusiiba tugumaleko bulungi, ate era tumusaba agukirize. Tusaba Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asaasire Uganda yaffe eno, asaasire omukulembeze waffe General H.E Museveni. Ensi we yali ekaaba corona ne COVID-19 yayimirira olw'amagezi Allah ge yamuwa n'obugumu n'obuvumu n'alwanyisa corona. Allah amusaasire, amuwe obuwangazi, amuwe emikisa, ayongere okubeera nti amutuwangaliza, yeyongere okubeera nti atugayidinga okutulungamya n'okulungamya eggwanga lino. O Allah, nkusaba emibi egy'abasiyazi n'obusiyazi. Mmaliza ya Allah nga nkwegayirira abantu bano bonna abakuŋŋaanye wano obasaasire, n'amaka gano g'obwa pulezidenti ogasaasire, ne mufuti wa Uganda omusaasire, n'abakkiriza bonna obasaasire, for God and my country. Wassalamu.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar walillahil hamd. Thank you very much, Sheikh. You know, Ramadan is a month for prayer and devotion to God. So before we go into any other business, I'll invite Sheikh Bwanika Ali to recite the Quran for us. Sheikh Bwanika.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا أوفوا بالعقود. أحلت لكم بهيمة الأنعام إلا ما يتلى عليكم غير محل الصيد وأنتم حرم. إن الله يحكم ما يريد. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تحلوا شعائر الله ولا الشهر الحرام ولا الهدي ولا القلائد ولا آمين البيت الحرام يبتغون فضلا من ربهم ورضوانا. وإذا حللتم فاصطادوا ولا يجرمنكم شنآن قوم أن صدوكم عن المسجد الحرام أن تعتدوا. وتعاونوا على البر والتقوى ولا تعاونوا على الإثم والعدوان. واتقوا الله إن الله شديد العقاب. حرمت عليكم الميتة والدم ولحم الخنزير وما أهل لغير الله به والمنخنقة والموقوذة والمتردية والنطيحة والمتردية والنطيحة وما أكل السبع إلا ما ذكيتم وما ذبح على النصب وأن تستقسموا بالأزلام ذلكم فسق اليوم يئس الذين كفروا من دينكم فلا تخشوهم واخشون اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا فمن اضطر في مخمصة غير متجانف لإثم فإن الله غفور رحيم صدق الله العظيم. Your Excellency, the Vice President Jessica Alupo, the Speaker, the Mufti, the Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, Heads of State Agencies, diplomats, religious leaders, and all distinguished leaders and gentlemen present. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I take this opportunity to thank Allah, His Excellency, the Vice President, for hosting us on this iftar dinner. From the surah I recited, Surah Ma'idah, Quran chapter 5, in the verse 2 of this chapter, Allah says, and cooperate in righteousness and warding off evil, and do not cooperate in sinfulness. Your Excellency, this verse drives us to faithfulness, whereby faithfulness brings about distancing from immorality and enjoins one to behave in a morally acceptable way. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sheikh Ali, for that recitation. We are now going to have a brief sermon as we wait for the time to break the fast. But in the meantime, I would like to recognize the Honorable Minister of State for Defense, Honorable Huda. You're very welcome. We shall have Sheikh Elias Chigozi to give us the sermon that will lead us into breaking our fast. You're welcome, Sheikh Elias Chigozi. If he's not around, then we'll have Sheikh Hamid, who, okay, you're welcome. Assalamu alaikum.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي جعل الدين الإسلامي دين السلام اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تباركت يا ذا الجلال والإكرام اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم. Your Excellency, the Vice President, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, His Eminence, the Mufti of Uganda, protocol observed. It is my great honor to welcome you all to this important event. We are privileged today to have several distinguished guests among us who are leaders in their respective fields and have made remarkable contribution to their community and society at large. Allow me to greet you all with the highest salutation of all to mankind. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your Excellency, my name is Sheikh Elias Chigozi, District Kadhi of Wakiso and CEO of Umoja Helping Hearts Uganda. Son of Mr. Hamid and Mrs. Sarah Chigozi, grandson to Sheikh Ibrahim Munkanji, former District Kadhi of East Uganda. I am a teacher by professional. I was born and raised in Wakiso District. Wakiso Muslim District was covered from PG Muslim District in the year 2010, and it is comprised of 8 counties, that is Masulita, Kachiri, Gombe Chitasa, Nabweru, Kasangati, Chira, and Nsanji. Each county has a Muslim religious leader called the county sheikh. There are 354 mosques in Wakiso, each with a newly elected imam. Each mosque can hold over 150 to 200 people in time of prayers. That is sample background of Wakiso Muslim District. About the topic, which is the influence of faith in moral development. As a Muslim preacher, I firmly believe that faith plays a crucial role in shaping an individual moral characters and making him or her a better person. Our faith teaches us to be kind, compassionate, honest, and just in all. Thank you. Our faith teaches us to be kind, compassionate, honest, and just in all dealings. Muslim believes in importance of righteous and good deeds and kindness towards others. Those values are crucial in shaping an individual's character and guiding them towards the righteous path. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, "Kuntum khayra ummah." When we talk about Prophet, he said, "Raghima anfun, thumma raghima anfun, thumma raghima anfun." So when we mention about Prophet, everyone should say, "Sallallahu alaihi wasallam." May Allah bless you and gather us with the Prophet in paradise. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, "Kuntum khayra ummah, ukhrijat lin-nas, ta'muruna bil ma'ruf wa tanhauna 'anil munkar." Brothers and sisters, we should know that we should be sample in all occasions. We should be sample in our dressing. We should be sample in our movements. We should be sample in our daily living. One of the fundamental teachings of Islam is the importance of truthfulness, honesty, and sincerity are essential virtues in our faith, and Muslims are encouraged to be truthful in all aspects of life. This teaching is crucial in shaping our moral characters, as it ensures that we are all truthful and trustworthy in all our dealings. Tulina okubeera abeesigwa. Abasajja abasooka okugenda okusuubula bagendanga n'amannya gaabwe na nkofiira. The first traders, they had no capital, but being that they were Muslims, they used to be trusted. They go to Dubai, they come with a lot of goods they sell, after which they take the money. But nowadays, everyone is after, what am I going to get tomorrow? So we need to go back to our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam teachings. Similarly, compassion is another essential aspect of our faith. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us the importance of emphasis and kindness towards all living beings, including animals. The teaching helps Muslims more empathetic towards those in need. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, "La yu'min ahdukum hatta yuhibba al-akhihi ma yuhibbu al-nafsi." You will never call the believer until you love for your friend what you love for yourself. Let us check ourselves. If you want to know that I'm a believer, it's as simple. You can check yourself. Am I love for my friends what I love for myself? Furthermore, the concept of justice is also a fundamental aspect of our faith. As Muslims, we are told to stand up for justice, even if it goes against our self-interest. The teachings helps us to develop a strong sense of fairness and justice, which can guide us in making the righteous decision in life. Like it is said in Surah Nisa.
Her Excellency, the Vice President of Uganda and our guests, in Islam, when it comes to time for breaking the fast, everything stops. So I have to cut the sermon short, and we have the adhan to break our fast. So kindly give us the adhan for that.
Jazakallah khair. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. Your Excellency, allow me to conclude with this. In conclusion, I thank you, Your Excellency, the Vice President of Uganda, and I request you to find means how you can improve the Muslim youth and women empowerment projects throughout the country, but most especially in my area of jurisdiction, Wakiso Muslim District, because it's the heart of Uganda government. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikh Chigozi Elias, we thank you for the sermon. It is now time for us to break and enjoy our fast. But we know that it has to be brief because we have to have Maghrib prayers. So let us give ourselves about 3 minutes, then we'll go for prayers, and then return back to continue with our program as is scheduled in the program that you have in front of you. So as we do this, I will take this opportunity to recognize the presence of His Lordship, the Deputy Chief Justice, Richard Butera. You're very welcome. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh is a greeting that means peace be upon you. So it's a greeting for everybody. Peace be upon us. We thank His Excellency, the President of Uganda, retired General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for inviting us consistently every year together with Mama Janet Kataha Museveni, to their home to have iftar with us. It is not, it's not something that we can take for granted. Islam teaches us to give. It teaches us to forgive, to be kind, to have the act of brotherhood. And this act that we have every year with, at the home of His Excellency, the President of his country, is something that we appreciate, and we should give him a round of applause for it. I know we are eating, but let us spare some hand clap for that. So I am going to recognize the presence of some of our guests that we have today. We have in our midst diplomats. We have His Excellency Muhammad Sulaiman Ahmed, the Ambassador of the State of Eritrea. You're welcome. We have His Excellency Jamal Muhammad Hassan Al-Madani, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. You're welcome. His Excellency Ibrahim Ahmed Sultan, Ambassador of the State of Libya. You're very welcome. Then we have His Excellency Ahmed Ibrahim Ahmed, Ambassador of the Republic of Sudan. His Excellency Mehmet Fatih, Ambassador of the Republic of Turkey. His Excellency Salek Sigair Radi, Ambassador of Shawari, Arab Democratic Republic. We have His Excellency Moser Fatih Abdulaziz Mohammed, Ambassador of the Arab Republic of Egypt. Mr. Amin Mauji, representative of the Aga Khan Development Network. Welcome. The Honorary Consuls of Lebanon, Honorary Consul of Lebanon, the Honorary Consul of Guinea, the Honorary Consul of Syria, the Honorary Consul of Chad. We have His Excellency Ismail Ayubaman Alatis, High Commissioner of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Assalamu alaikum. Then we have His Excellency Majid Safar, Ambassador of Iran. You're welcome. Among the people on the side of the government of the Republic of Uganda, we have representatives from the of the service chiefs. We have Major General Henry Masiko, representing the CDF. You're very welcome. We have the Deputy Commissioner General of Prisons, Samuel Akena. You're very welcome. Then we have the Senior Commissioner of Police, Namutebi Hadija, representing the IGP. You're welcome. We have also amidst us presidential advisors. We have it does not have an order of precedence, but I will mention those that are present. We have the Presidential Advisor on Trade and Commerce, H.E Mutwalib Tezikuba. You're welcome. We have the Special Presidential Advisor on Infrastructure, Dr. Alhaji Dr. Badru Chigundu. We have the Special Presidential Advisor on Kampala Affairs, Honorable Hajat Sarah Kanyike. We also have representatives from ministries, departments, and agencies. We have Hajat Zamina Malole. I know she's seated somewhere. You're very welcome. We have what else? Who was there? Yeah. Okay. I think in the interest of time that we have to pray Maghrib, protocol is going to guide us on where we are going to pray from. And then as soon as we return, we shall have our Mufti speak to us. Yeah. So prayers are going to be conducted on this side. Let us follow protocol to where the praying place is going to be. After prayers, we'll all come back to our seats and proceed with the program.
عطش الروح إلا باب الريان، نور في الأفق يلوح، باب الجنة مفتوح، لا يروي عطش الروح إلا باب الريان. ظمآن ظمآن لوصالك يا رمضان، للتوبة والغفران ومجالسة القرآن. وليحيا هذا القلب ويذوق الإطمئنان، بالطاعة نتقرب كي يرضى عنا الرب، وليحيا هذا القلب ويذوق الإطمئنان. ظمآن ظمآن لوصالك يا رمضان، للتوبة والغفران ومجالسة القرآن. ظمآن ظمآن لوصالك يا رمضان، للتوبة والغفران ومجالسة القرآن. ليلك ذكر وقيام ونهارك في صيام، ما أجملها أنسان أهلا شهر القرآن. ليلك ذكر وقيام ونهارك في صيام، ما أجملها أنسان أهلا شهر القرآن. ظمآن ظمآن لوصالك يا رمضان، للتوبة والغفران ومجالسة القرآن. ظمآن ظمآن لوصالك يا رمضان، للتوبة والغفران ومجالسة القرآن. With hope in our eyes, we search through the skies, waiting for our old friend. With loved ones nearby and our spirits high, a blessed time we'll spend. In both love and in fear, to Allah we draw near, hands raised to the sky. Oh Allah, please forgive us and guide us to paradise. Ramadan is here, Allah's mercy is near. Time to give, time to share, time to show we care, 'cause Ramadan is here. All day and all night, noble words will recite, healing our hearts with Quran, revealed on the night of power, a guide for this world till the end. Like past nations have done, we'll fast for the one Creator, from Him shines all light. Oh Allah, please forgive go of grudges we hold. Time to make it right. Oh Allah, please unite us and guide us to paradise. Oh, and guide us to paradise. Ramadan is here. Allah's mercy is dear. Time to give, time to share, time to show we care. 'Cause Ramadan is here. Ramadan is here. Allah's mercy is near. Time to give, time to share, time to show we care. 'Cause Ramadan is here. Whoa, Ramadan is here. اصحى يا نايم وحد الدايم، لا إله إلا الله، رمضان كريم. فوانيس الحارة تنور، تحكي عن ضيف جديد يملى قلبي أفراح ويخلي الدنيا عيد. رمضان جانا وفرحنا بو بعد غيابه. أهلا رمضان، نقوله شهر الطول، غنوله أهلا رمضان. رمضان جانا وصوت الداعي فينا يبان، بيندهنا في كل أذان، يقول حي على القرآن ويملأ قلوبنا بالإيمان. وترجع لمة الأحباب ونسمع دقة الأبواب، وسفرة حب تجمعنا تلم الشمل بعد غياب. رمضان جانا وفرحنا بو بعد غيابه. أهلا رمضان، غنوله شهر الطول، غنوله أهلا رمضان. رمضان جانا، أهلا رمضان، قولوا معانا أهلا رمضان. رمضان جانا. اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد عليه السلام.
اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد عليه السلام.
أنا ماني فيهاش واش عليها مني، نقلق من رزقي لاش والخالق يرزقني.
أنا مالي فيهاش واش عليا مني، نقلق من رزقي لاش والخالق يرزقني.
الله 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 الله،
صلوا على رسول الله.
اللهم
صل عليه،
اللهم صل عليه. في علم الله الخير في الواقع واقنع بالشيء بلاش من يقنع يستغني
الله 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 الله
ولا ما في قلبي غير الله
اللهم
صل عليه
اللهم صل عليه
نوصيك بتقوى الله في سرك والإعلان
واعلم بأن الله حاضر في كل مكان
وإذا ينفعك الله ليس يضرك إنسان
متع بالكل علاش أقل شيء يغنيه
الله 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 الله
صلوا على حبيب الله
اللهم
صل عليه وآله
اللهم صل على المصطفى
حبيبنا محمد عليه السلام
من آدم جئنا ومن حواء الرحمة أجمل ما فينا نعطف ونحب ونشتاق تتشابه جل أمانينا للخير نميل بفطرتنا للقيم برانا بارينا كنا رجلا صرنا أمما نرقى برقي مبادينا بعدل الله نقيم حياة لحاضرنا واتينا بنو حواء معا شركاء على قيم نبينا بعدل الله نقيم حياة لحاضرنا واتينا بنو حواء معا شركاء على قيم نبينا قيم كبرى لما نعليها تعلينا قيم واحدة تجمعنا رب الكون بها أوصانا نتعايش بالعدل سويا مهما نتباين ألوانا لا يعدم قوتا سفقرنا لا يقهر نفسا أقوانا فتعالوا نملأ عالمنا إخلاصا بذلا إتقانا
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from prayers. Let's all take our seats. I request that we take our seats so that we have the program proceed as had been planned. Let's please take our seats. Let's come. As we take our seats, I would like to recognize the presence of one of our religious leaders in Islam, Sheikh Obed Kamlegea. You're welcome. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would also like to recognize the presence of Honorable Dr. Lahwej Abdu, President of Afro-Arab Youth Council, Libya. You're welcome. I would also like to recognize Colonel Katakahire Habib, Office of the President, Mayor Salim Uhuru of Kampala Central. You're very welcome. Then we have Honorable Dr. Abbas Agaba, Secretary General Afro-Arab Youth. We also have the Deputy Mayor, Hanifa Mpungu. The Deputy Mayor, I have not seen you. Assalamu alaikum. We have some youth groups around and presidential initiatives like Kaumu Tannery Presidential Initiative, a factory that makes leather. The team is present here. You're welcome. Then we have a business community that is represented by some of the following that I'll mention. We have Hajat Sarah Chiimba of Hotel Brovat. We have Haji Semakula Haruna, MD Hillwater. We have the Pakistani business community. You're very welcome. Then we have ASP Farida Nampima. Your Excellency, the President of his country has promoted Muslims in various capacities, as I have been recognizing them, including myself. And we appreciate that and applaud him, and request that he also uplifts more and more of us. We are all doing a great job. I don't think that there is any one of us that has had any dent on our names. So we do appreciate, and we are here to serve this country, to serve the Muslim community and uplift them. The Muslim community has a number of youths, has a number of women, and there are a number of initiatives that have been supported by this government to bring these communities together. We thank the President and continue to thank him, but also request him for further support for us. Please kindly pass on this message. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'll take this opportunity to invite His Eminence, the Mufti of Uganda, Sheikh Ramadan Mubaje, to give his speech.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله محمد بن عبد الله عليه أفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. صدق الله العظيم. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, our host today, fairly represented by none other than our beloved Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, retired Major Jessica Alupo, Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, honorable members of the, Your Excellency, the members of the Diplomatic Corps, honorable ministers present, honorable members of Parliament, the Deputy Chief Justice, the advisors to His Excellency the President, His Excellency, His Eminence the Deputy Mufti of Uganda, maybe as I recognize he can stand up for recognition, is Sheikh Abdullah Ibrahim Semambo, the Deputy Mufti of Uganda, the Chairman of the Uganda Muslim Council, Professor Dr. Muhammad Lubega, the Chairman of the Consultative Council of Uganda Muslim Council, retired Chief Qadi, also Sheikh Mukuru Abdulbed Kamregea, the Chairperson of the National Muslim Women Council, Ajad Safia Keyanji, the members of the management, Uganda Muslim Council, they can stand for recognition. All members of the management who are present here, honorable members of the Majlis Ulama and the Executive Committee, Uganda Muslim Council, you can stand up, those who are here. Members of the General Assembly, if they are there, regional assistants to the Mufti, they can stand up for recognition. The district Qadis present, they can also stand up for recognition. All government representatives present here, the sheikhs, the hajis, the hajjats, all protocol observed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for having enabled us to fast the first 20 days of the holy month of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, the Almighty Allah tells us in the Quran, as I mentioned the surah or the chapter, the verse which I recited, that all you who believe fasting is prescribed for you as it was prescribed for those before you, so that you may guard yourselves against evil. This is in the Holy Quran, chapter 2, verse 183. Your Excellency, allow me to thank you for the IFTAR program that you and the First Lady annually extend to the Muslims of Uganda during the month of Ramadan. May Allah reward you abundantly. It is now a culture that whenever Ramadan comes, we are sure that we have our meal, good meal here at State House. And that's why we are here today. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for that offer. May Allah make it continuous, Insha'Allah ta'ala. Allow me to congratulate and thank Muslims of Uganda and the world at large upon having successfully reached the last 10 days of the holy month of Ramadan. May Allah accept our fasting, reward us with His mercy and forgiveness. Your Excellency, on behalf of Uganda Muslim Council and the entire Muslim fraternity, I commend your unreserved contribution towards the unity of Muslims. I personally appreciate you for intervening in and encouraging the Muslim unity of Uganda. We thank you for the support you extended towards Uganda Muslim Supreme Council after declaring our unity and togetherness to review the constitution of Uganda Muslim Supreme Council and the Uganda Muslim general elections. We thank for the support. The government gave us support to review the constitution. It was reviewed, and then we carried out the general elections from the grassroots to the national. We also thank Your Excellency for the support of the government towards the recent first phase of the renovation of the Gaddafi National Mosque. We are very grateful. Your lead in the unity drive enabled Uganda Muslim Council to carry out a constitutional review process, which was followed by democratic and peaceful elections across all the structures of Uganda Muslim Council throughout the country, where close to 15,000 mosque committees, 663 county committees, 78 Muslim district councils, and the 10 Muslim regions were elected. These were carried out. We have at every mosque, we have close to 11 members of the mosque committee. We have close to 15,000 mosques in the country. And also 663 counties, Matwale, county sheikhs, are the heads of those counties. And 78 Muslim district councils headed by district qadis, 78 district qadis, under the 10 Muslim regions. Each Muslim region is headed by a regional assistant to the Mufti, whose qualifications are supposed to be equivalent to those of the Mufti. So if a Mufti, a vacant for the Mufti follows, there is a vacancy for the Muftiship, automatically a regional qadi can step in. And a requirement is at least a master's degree in Sharia or Islamic studies, not only one degree. This was followed by the formation of the General Assembly, which comprises of 264 members of the General Assembly. Among them, we have 10 women representatives. This is for the first time in the Muslim constitution, there is space for women. Before this, it was not provided for. Then 10 youth representatives from each region, Muslim region. Now we have, that is the chairperson, Safia Keyanji, of the chairperson of the National Muslim Women Council. And there is Honorable Mustafa Habib, the National Youth Chairperson. Can stand up for recognition. He's there. Then we have their boss, the National Chairman, Professor Dr. Muhammad Rubega. He can stand up again for recognition. Your Excellency, the new amended constitution provided for the National Consultative Council, Shura. The body was formed recently and is chaired by none other than Sheikh Mukulu, Sheikh Abdul Bedi Kamulege. I can stand up for recognition. Opinion leaders, elders, retired muftis, retired sheikhs. If I retire, I will fall under his leadership. He will be my chair. And also provided for the a property trust. For the first time ever in the history of Muslims, now there is a property trust, which is going to supervise to own, to promote, to develop Muslim properties in Uganda. It is no longer now the Mufti handling the property issues, neither the Secretary General, neither the chairman. There is an independent body which is going to be in charge of all properties of the Muslims in the country. The property trust was put in place. Some members are around here. It's going to be chaired by Honorable Baker Mugaino. You know him. I don't know whether he's around here. He's not around. The deputy is H.E Jamada Ruta, the deputy chair of the trust. And among the members, I think some are here. Dr. Warda, you can stand, is a member of the property trust. Dr. Warda, she's here. Your Excellency, thank you for delegating your Vice President. I'm talking to His Excellency the President. Thank you, Excellency, for delegating your Vice President, retired Major Jessica Alupo, to represent you when you are serving in the chairperson of Uganda Muslim Council, Dr. Muhammad Lubega. And when you promised to deliver transport facilitation, it was in a record time that she was at Old Kampala delivering a Land Cruiser. And now Professor used it to come. Thank you, Your Excellency the President, and thank you, the representative, for moving and delivering the message to and fro. May God bless you. Takibira teriwo. Regarding poverty alleviation programs in the country and all other microfinance programs, Your Excellency, Muslims are hesitant to participate in the program because of the interest which is in it, which is inconsistent with the teachings of Islam. I therefore do request that the operationalization of Islamic banking is considered to allow inclusiveness of all people, including the Muslims. We request you, Your Excellency, to look into this matter urgently. The problem was that Bank of Uganda wanted a board, Sharia board in place to monitor the Islamic side. The conditions were easy to meet, but things were complicated. I'm informed that of recent, individual banks are tasked to provide for those Islamic sort of boards, not the Central Bank of Uganda. The microfinance system which is now in place, which is being carried out by Honorable Minister Haruna Kasolo, does not cater for the Muslim interests. Recently, I interacted with the Honorable Minister and his advisor, Dr. Luja, but we saw that it includes interest. So we are yet to allow Muslims to deal in that microfinance business. It is un-Islamic, Your Excellency. But we are sure there is an alternative. Inform His Excellency the President, Madam Vice President, that we have an alternative for that, which can sort out the problem of Muslims. Small package, well organized, will be useful given an audience where we are going to discuss with Excellency the President. But Muslims are lagging behind in these programs. Your Excellency, we also remind you to make effort to operationalize the Qadhi's courts in accordance with Article 129(1)(d) of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda of 1995 to handle issues of Islamic nature like marriages, divorce, inheritance of property, and guardianship. At UMSC, we have structures at every level that government can adopt for this arrangement. Your Excellency, allow me also to report to you that many Muslim students have been less considered in the government bursary scheme programs. This is according to programs in education. Muslims are being left behind. I don't know why, what criteria they use. Recently, those who went on government sponsorship at Makerere, I counted hundreds, but Muslims were hardly more than 10. I don't know what criteria is taken. We are concerned, and we fear that maybe those behind it are not interested. Your Excellency, we have also learned through the Uganda Muslim Medical Bureau, our medical department, that government is planning to reduce support for essential medical services to our health centers and hospitals in the next financial year by 75%. Your Excellency, this will affect the quality of services to our rural people we support with the same. Your Excellency, our values as Muslims and other religious denominations under the Interreligious Council of Uganda, and as Africans, and as human beings, we are totally behind you in regard to the condemnation of LGBTQ. Because of its diverse and unnatural, disastrous nature. Sometimes calamities before our people, sometimes they suffer. It might be the anger of the Almighty, the Creator. Here in Africa, more especially in Uganda, we are a God-fearing people. We kept praying here at State House every now and then. Very few people are affected by corona as compared to other countries. So let's remain God-fearing people. We are totally behind His Excellency the President. Some of us are being denied visas. I had already paid the visa to go for a conference somewhere in the Western world. But when Friday came and I said no to LGBTQ, I did not get even a response. It's now 2 months. And this happened to me. The other time, I was supposed to attend a conference, not until those people, maybe the anger, softened, then they gave me the visas. Now this time, I cannot ask for a visa. But we are, Alhamdulillah, we're okay. In Africa, we're okay. Let those people respect our values as we respect theirs. We therefore, Your Excellency, pray for quick signing of the anti-homosexuality bill into law. Because they are threatening, every time they are threatening, you do this, we are going to do this, we are going to do this, let's do it once and then forget. We see, kama mbaya, see jeshi. You are a retired major, but you can handle that. Lastly, Your Excellency, or before last, we applaud you for the fight against corruption in our country. With many corruption sagas report reported around the country, we want to inform you that we are behind you in all your efforts to bring all the corrupt to the book. We therefore encourage you to continue with all your endeavors to curb this vice. Your Excellency, lastly, allow me to remind you on the various pledges to the Muslims of Uganda which are yet to be fulfilled. There are very many. We seek for an audience outside this forum so that we discuss the details of those pledges. There are very many. You inform His Excellency the President, they are very outstanding and they are overdue, so we need to discuss a way forward to see how they may be fulfilled. To the Muslim community in Uganda and all over the world, Ramadan to the Muslim community in Uganda and all over the world, Ramadan is almost coming to an end. We're in the last 10 days. I kindly encourage you all to continue with the good deeds even after this holy month of Ramadan. Before I conclude, two issues. I had forgotten to introduce the Amirul Ummah, Sheikh Muhammad Yunus Kamoga. Can he stand up for recognition? Is one of our pillars in our unity. And then for the Muslims and to the audience that we are planning to launch or to celebrate Uganda Muslim Council at 50. We were supposed to celebrate our 50 years of existence of Uganda Muslim Council last year, but due to the corona pandemic, we are to carry out that exercise this year. So when we invite you to come and join us in celebrating Uganda Muslim Council existence for the last 50 years, please turn up in big numbers as we celebrate. Muslims and all Ugandans, we wish you good Holy Ramadan and also Eid Mubarak. May God bless you all. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, Mufti Mobaje, for those words. What I have picked out of this is that as we celebrate the 50 years of Uganda Supreme Council, we have 15,000 mosques in this country. Back in the days, every mosque used to have a madrasa. A madrasa is a school around the mosque. So there are programs developed around mosques. So if we have 15,000 mosques, it means we have 15,000 schools around those mosques. We can have 15,000 hospitals around those mosques. And we can have 15,000 computer training schools around those mosques. You know, I'm speaking on behalf of our Ministry of ICT and National Guidance. Allahu Akbar. So we need to upskill ourselves as a Muslim community. Let us not lag behind. Let us not leave this journey and bus of digital transformation. We have to jump on this bus and use the structures that we have. The Mufti has talked about the governance structure around this Muslim community with the 78 Muslim district qadis that we have. It means that we can create structures that can drive the institutions that we have in place. We thank all the sponsors that have helped us set up the various mosques in the communities. The communities are benefiting from them, but we should also put more training programs around these mosques, around the schools, so that we build the capacity of a Muslim community to drive the digital transformation agenda. We look for jobs, and we can use ICT to work from Uganda for any part of the world, for our country. So let us be skilled in this as we progress. So I welcome all the partners and collaborators that we have present here today and those who are listening to us online to partner with us to build these institutions for the Muslim community, for the communities that we have in Uganda. We have so many marginalized communities that need the digital skilling for us to drive the agenda of this country. Please join me to welcome and recognize the presence of our third Deputy Prime Minister and Minister without portfolio, Right Honorable Rukia Nakadama Isanga. You're welcome. We also have Mr. Abeine Peter, the husband to the Vice President. You're very welcome. We have the CEO MV Kalangala Haji Sadara Musoke. We have the woman MP Yumbe District, Avako Melsa Naima Gule, Honorable. Then we have a special presidential advisor, Office of the National Chairman of NRM, Hajat Hadija Namyalo. We have Hajat Farida Chivoa, Chairperson, National Women's Council of Uganda. We have Dr. Shaft Nasa Mkwaya, Secretary to the Commission, Equal Opportunities Commission. We have the Minister for Investments, Bunyala Kingdom, Honorable Kaberuka Asuman. Then we have the Chairperson, Pakistan Association of Uganda, Mr. Nadim Imran, and Mr. Gulam Raban. Yeah, I will, hopefully, I will introduce others as they come along. But for now, I will take this opportunity to invite our Deputy Speaker, Right Honorable Thomas Tayewa, to give his brief remarks, and then invite our Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, to give her speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Hajat. Salam alaikum. Your Excellency, the Vice President, the Deputy Chief Justice, the Third Deputy Prime Minister, His Eminence, the Mufut and Deputy Mufut, Cabinet Ministers, Heads of Diplomatic Missions, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have any remarks. Just congratulate you. We are still going through this fasting period. As you can see, I'm on the way. I'm coming slowly by slowly. So I need your prayers. It's not easy, but the heart is in. My mom, Hajat Saida Bumba, has been training me slowly by slowly. I can see her seated there. I want to congratulate you because this is a very important month. I've listened to the Mufut on some of the issues which have really surprised me, and I'm sure His Excellency is going to take them on. For example, the issue of finding that Muslims cannot fit within parish model on the period of financial inclusion since we charge 6%. You know, these are details which some of us had not yet alluded to properly, but I've gotten very, very good information. And on behalf of Parliament of Uganda, we commit our support. We commit to ensuring that anything to do with the legal regime, putting in place any enabling laws to support Muslim activities, support the banking system, the education system, the court system. As Parliament, we shall support His Excellency the President and government to ensure that we expedite the laws in case they come in. With those remarks, I wish you a very good holy month and a Ramadan Kareem. I take the honor to invite Her Excellency the Vice President to address the congregation.
The Right Honorable Thomas Taibwa, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Richard Butera, the Deputy Chief Justice, the Right Honorable Rukia Nakadama, the Third Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Uda Olero, the Minister of State for Veteran Affairs, Your Eminence, Sheikh Shaban Ramadan Mubaje, the Mufti of Uganda. I would like also to recognize the Deputy Mufti of Uganda, the Honorary Consuls, Excellencies, the Ambassadors, the Chairman of the Muslim Supreme Council, and indeed all of us, the Muslim community, ladies and gentlemen. Salam alaikum. Takbir. Your Eminence, I am standing here on behalf of His Excellency the President, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, as you have rightly stated. And I would like to bring you warm greetings from him, and also warm greetings from Mama Janet Kataha, the First Lady and the Minister of Education. They greet you very, very warmly. I just got a phone call this afternoon about the change of his program. He would have otherwise been here, but when they called me, I was briefed that he has got other activities which are equally important, and he had decided that he sends me as a messenger to deliver his message to you this evening. I want to thank you for accepting me as a messenger this evening. Your Eminence, thank you very much. And I also thank you because you have accepted me before. Whenever the President has always sent me to you, you have accepted me before. Thank you very much. I congratulate once again the chairperson of the Muslim Supreme Council, Professor Lubega, together with all the leaders of all the structures of the Muslim Supreme Council. I congratulate you, because you briefed me in Luka that those structures now are pillars and a foundation of Islam, and most importantly, unity of the Muslim fraternity in Uganda. And we had pledged to work with you. I would like to pledge again that we will work with you. But most importantly, I want to thank Your Eminence for the lifetime experience that you enabled me to have in the mosque, in Gaddafi Mosque. Your Eminence and the team that day, I saw what I had never seen before, and the hospitality you gave me was exceedingly humbling. I thank you very much, and as I promised that day, I will be coming back to the mosque again to share with you. The message of His Excellency the President this evening is very short, so I am going to read it to you, and then we shall continue with other programs. But I have heard the message from His Eminence the Mufti. I have also received a written memo from His Eminence the Mufti, which has taken care of the issues which you addressed to me before, even in Luka, even the other day in the mosque, including requesting His Excellency the President to create a special time for you to discuss those issues which were raised, ranging from the presidential pledges, also the induction of the members of the Muslim Supreme Council, and so on and so forth. So we'll remind him again to ensure that he creates for you time so that you can have that interaction with him. So for this evening, his message goes as follows. I wish to thank you all for honoring my invitation. I congratulate the Muslim community in Uganda for coming this far in the month of Ramadan. It is my prayer that you continue upholding the virtues of discipline, humility, and charity, which you have displayed during the fasting period. Your righteousness should not be limited only to the holy month of Ramadan. It should be part of you throughout. I want to use this occasion to rally the Muslim community to join the NRM's wealth creation sensitization drive that I am currently conducting across the country. Whereas we can have spectators in sports and in the theater, wealth creation must involve everyone. The NRM government is a proven champion of religious freedom in Uganda. Everyone is free to worship and serve God as they so wish. However, we also emphasize that spiritual edification must be complemented by efforts to create wealth and jobs for the homesteads. This is because life has both spiritual and material needs. This implies that you cannot satisfy the spirit and starve the body. In order to achieve happiness, both the spirit and the body must be fully catered for. The body has need for food, clothes, medicine, shelter, etc. In a modern economy, you cannot obtain the above without money. They have a monetary cost. Moneylessness in the modern economy is equivalent to social suicide. You cannot survive if you are not earning money. This is why we talk of eliminating subsistence farming, i.e., the habit of working only for the stomach or food. A person who produces only for his or her own consumption has little output. Such a person cannot prosper because their labor is insufficient to ably provide all the necessities of life. For instance, the 39% of the households still engaged in subsistence farming must be integrated into the money economy to tap into their dominant potential. They are producing only for the stomach. This is very dangerous for the country because it means that they cannot satisfy other needs that can only be obtained with money. Their productivity is very low. This results into low incomes and thus low purchasing power. Therefore, this retrogressive condition of subsistence farming must be addressed by having more people selecting viable enterprises in the 4 sectors of commercial agriculture, industries, services, and ICT. The NRM government has established the economic base for Uganda's socio-economic transformation. We have achieved this by prioritizing peace, security, infrastructure development, e.g. roads, electricity, ICT, backbone, and lobbying for access to regional and international markets. However, development alone is not enough, although it must come first. Development becomes useful when it is translated into jobs and wealth for the households. Therefore, I urge you all to take advantage of these positive conditions to create wealthy and prosperous families. I thank you. Your Eminence, this is the message of His Excellency the President to you this evening and the Muslim community. And I wish you to continue with the holy month of Ramadan successfully and peacefully. And I say this in the name of Allah. Takbir. Takbir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, retired General Jessica Alupo, for delivering the message and for also learning a bit of Islam. We'll soon call you Hajat, retired General. The message says we cannot satisfy the spirit and not serve the body. That is the general, message we have picked from this. And they have given us the various ways in which we can work for both the spirit and for the body. The president has run a campaign of, educating the masses. I think this week he has been in northern Uganda, educating the masses on how to build their financial capacity and ability through sometimes what he calls the 4-acre model. You can have your small piece of land and do commercial farming, grow some coffee, do dairy farming, grow fruits, grow food crops. You're serving your stomach, your family, but also having some of these products for sale, and then we'll generate income for ourselves, be able to educate our children, be able to get them into jobs in the long run. So we should take this message seriously. I, for one, I have started, and we should all start. Let us start with this message, and I believe we'll have testimonies within 1 year or 2 if we take this message seriously. So it is about time that we are going to enjoy the meal and dinner that we were invited here for. But before we do that, I'm just going to introduce only about 2-3 people. We have Honorable Asuman Chiimba, Deputy Chairperson, Leadership Code Tribunal. We have various RDCs present. You can stand up for recognition. We have representatives of medical doctors and youth medical doctors. We have a representative of the Right Honorable Midi Babidye Babalanda, Minister in charge of the Presidency, Haj Sesanga Idrisa, Chairman, Wachiso Muslim District. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And lastly, we have Director, Islamic University in Uganda, Professor Ismail Jagenda. You're very welcome. Now, We shall wait for us to be taken to the various serving areas for our iftar dinner tonight. And after that, we shall have the anthems and then close. So let us wait patiently for various people to lead us to the different serving areas where we shall have our meals. Thank you very much for being attentive throughout this whole program that we are having and still continue to have. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
It's the encounters with our majestic gorillas, the thrill of taking on the falls of the Nile River, the joy of discovering new traditions, and a lot more. Join us at the 2023 Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo from the 26th to the 29th of April at the Commonwealth Resort, Munyonyo. Rediscover our country's uniqueness and see what the tourism sector has in store for you. Visit www.poate.co.ug to secure your spot and get set to learn, network, and explore. The Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo is brought to you by the Uganda Tourism Board in partnership with Competitiveness and Enterprise Development Projects. Explore Uganda, the Pearl of Africa.
Jerry Con! Jerry Con! Hey, Master Blaster! Touch him, man! Buy Jerry Con with muscle! Those ones who say go for you only.